Foremost, we give all praises and glory and honor that's due to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash.
Want to give double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in his gospel, brother, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. We're the brothers here at the GMS Kansas City branch. We're coming to you with a quick little lesson, man. Hopefully this not really a spoiler. We just came back from seeing the movie Civil War in theaters, man, and say, you know, it was a pretty good movie. You know, it had some folly in it, of course, Hollywood theatrics, but the consensus into what's getting ready to happen in Babylon is the real deal.
Right.
They made a lot of alludings to the state of Missouri. I think they mentioned like 2 or 3 times. And, you know, we in the state of Missouri, and this is a red state, you know, where you have a lot of patriotic devils here that's really about succeeding from the United States government, because it came out that Texas and I think 12 other states are talking about succeeding from the United States government, man. So with that being said, man, this movie, we believe through the spirit, was more like a psyop to get people mentally ready. Because I don't know if you brothers and you few sisters out there have been noticing, but usually when they push doomsday movies like that, within months, shit pops off.
Yeah.
Same thing with Leave the World Behind. They showed you with the ship, with the White Lion, and the cyber attacks and the grid outages, and then all of a sudden we had a bridge that gets struck.
Yeah.
There was a movie last year that came out about trains derailing, you know, for chemical spills, and all of a sudden shit started happening, man.
Yeah,
So
East Palestine.
yes, right, you know. So with that being said, man, we are in a time all hell is getting ready to break loose. These people on edge, they don't have it anymore, man, and you can see it in their spirit.
Yeah, Khan.
Clear division here in America, man.
Khan.
You know?
Yeah. And we were just talking about that before the movie started too. How Esau had this movie come out, the timing of it, because really you could screen this movie the night of the eclipse, or the day of the eclipse.
Yep.
That's when the first screening of this movie came out. So he does things like this by design, man. Like he wants people programmed. He wants people programmed because 2024 is an election cycle. Now, though the voting thing isn't real, this is a time really of witchcraft to convince the population at large to basically fall in line, obey. You know, ignore the eggs, almost damn near $30. You know, ignore the fact that you can't pay your rent, and vote for me and blah blah blah, man. But this shit is not gonna work this time, man.
That's right.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah, brother, I appreciate it.
Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Timothy 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Now, when you look up the word perilous, it means evil, okay? Hostile, okay? Perilous, as the brother was saying. People not regarding their livelihoods anymore. They're not regarding their jobs. They're not going to regard family members or things like that, because right now it's a dog-eat-dog world. You know what I'm saying? So like the brother just read in Peter's, perilous times, man, meaning that at any given moment, people would just lose it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We saw fucking, what was that witch? Basically, she stabbed her boyfriend up, and then all of a sudden, through the fucking 9-month-old baby died, and the other little girl fucking injured, and she ran into a goddamn tree, man. Right. And she was screaming, "The apocalypse, the end of the world, end of the world, end of the world."
Yeah.
You know, so
Demons jumping on people.
bro, like when we said it after that eclipse, man, so people were gonna start bugging out. That eclipse did something, man. You know.
Yeah. You got that term called lunatic, you know, that came as an old English term.
Moon, yeah.
But it's linked to people bugging out around the time of the moon, man.
Yep.
You know, the moon has the effect over water, you know, to pull tides. You know, so the theory is because our bodies are made of 70% water, that it messes with people.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that's it. But I did have that definition for perilous. It says full of danger or risk, you know. And so that movie, really watching it is a wake-up call, because it gives you the visual of how, you know, danger the times are going to be. Every corner, you know, people was on the rooftops, you know, ready to snipe people. You know, every single building or room they went into, they had to clear it out. You know, and even they didn't give a damn about the reporters and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, they still got shot, and that's supposed to be considered, you know, off limits. You don't fire on the innocents. So, hey, people are gonna give a shit.
Right.
You know, they have, you know, the blockades set up, the checkpoints on the highways, and the scriptures talk about, you know, you shall seek to go into the city and not be able.
2nd Ezra 15, man.
Off the chain, yep.
That's pretty much that, you know, what this movie describes. And the prophet's been telling you about this time for the longest, man.
Mm-hmm.
People got the warning. Now it's about to come to your front door.
Right.
I had one if y'all didn't have anything.
No, it's more on that precept. Though. It's more on that.
Okay. It's this is verse 2. Says, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy."
Yeah.
But-
And even it's like,
It's like, go ahead, bro.
but even in these own times, people was trying to get their own glory. You know, that's a theme in this movie. You know, we ain't gonna try to spoil it, but these people went into a danger zone to achieve a mission to get their own fame and glory.
Yeah, they fulfilled the definition of crashing out.
Crashed out.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a big ass crash out.
Yo, bro, hey, the
Yeah.
last 35 minutes of that
Yeah.
movie, that shit went down, bro. I'm like,
Right.
oh,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
one folks getting their shit knocked off, man. You know?
Yeah. And that's a good thing about the film, without spoiling it, I'll say it does a good job of conveying the cold spirit that's going to be on people, man.
Man,
It's a
That's right.
cold spirit.
Yeah.
And it's hard to imagine, you just walking around, you only seen maybe a few niggas get knocked out growing up, but you gonna see people guts get emptied
Yeah.
open, man.
Yeah.
And then that's gonna become normalized.
Yeah.
Dead bodies everywhere. It,
Yeah.
it does a good job of painting that picture, man.
Y'all just walk past it, man.
Yeah.
Right.
But you see,
You
the
on a
people
mission.
they were desensitized to it
Yeah,
because that's been
desensitized.
going on, man. So like
Yep.
we always say in Jacob's Trouble, how people gonna bug out, but as time come, you're gonna grow with it, man. You like, all right, cool. It ain't nothing to see a baby's head knocked off because
Yeah.
believe it or not, what they don't show you in the movies, brothers, is children getting put to death like
Yeah,
that.
we
Right,
just saying
right.
that.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
in real life, it's gonna be twice, 10 more
Intense.
intense because
Mhm.
kids, and it ain't just gonna be between two states, man. It's gonna be look, South versus North. Hey, remember when is Civil War? 16?
60,
First Civil War?
1860.
The North against the South, man. The
Yeah.
Confederate against. Hey, that was a bloody battle.
Yeah, very bloody, man.
You know,
They still talk about the Battle of Gettysburg, man.
man.
They run out of bullets. They had them bayonets on the end. They run up, man. They was
yeah,
fucking
it
people
went,
up,
it
bro.
went, it went there. Matter of fact, man, I was gonna say get Isaiah 9 and 6, but that's
I got,
all good.
Isaiah 19.
Yeah,
Me
yeah.
too,
Yeah,
man.
more,
Kinda.
kind of a little bit more. It says, "Without natural affection, truce breakers,
Mm.
false accusers,
Mm.
incontinent,
Hey,
fierce."
at the end, they was trying to bring a truce. It was to the point like these particular successions then took over the country for the most part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, they kept saying the Western forces, and when you think of Western forces, you think of red states, man.
Mhm.
Okay, Missouri, Kansas, fucking
Texas.
Texas, definitely. That's a double red state. Fucking Colorado, Wyoming, all them states, man.
Yeah,
Tennessee, Mississippi. That's them hard-bred Edomites, man. And they
Right.
with that.
Right.
And you, Jake, you don't have a chance.
Nah,
We gonna
yeah.
say that.
Yeah,
They
nah.
showed Jake you don't have a chance,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Y'all not even used to firing
Yeah.
firearms properly, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Be like, could this bullet fit in this gun? You gonna be out there fumbling,
He
man.
could shoot himself, man.
Yeah,
Right,
that shock, man, is gonna cause people to freeze up.
Yeah.
Seeing that type of level of death, like the brother said, they didn't show the children and the women getting ravished and things like that. That's just gonna be happening, left and right, left and right, left and right, man.
Mm-hmm.
People being forced into hardcore slavery by certain factions and different groups, military groups.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be set up. You're gonna have people, little groups, little cliques, and go to different towns and cities and just have their way
Mm-hmm.
and put other people in subjection. Have people totally under control.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have a rotation. Different people are slaves.
Mhm.
Women, being prostituted out.
Yep.
All that shit gonna be set up. You're not gonna be able to just go in a city and just walk through there like the press showed you in this movie, man. It's gonna be
Right, right.
extremely dangerous and cautious when you approach a little town.
Yep.
You don't know who's running that shit.
And
Yeah,
one thing that they didn't show was the MOTB, man.
Right,
That's what made all this more intense. They didn't even get to that part, but certain areas, they was trying to go to for refuge. They make it seem like you just walk into that bitch. Nah, man.
They
You're gonna have to make a
they
choice
like,
to get
who are
safety
you?
in these times.
They had
Right,
they
right.
had that MOTV in them though. They had to have that.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
a scripture.
Go ahead.
You got some more, brother?
There's a little bit
It's
more.
like it.
It says without natural affection, so these people's minds are gonna turn completely cold and insane. You're gonna see true monsters. They have people strung up in that damn movie, hanging from the damn bridges and
Bridges,
shit.
yep.
Yeah.
Hog-tied, torturing motherfuckers.
Torture. Yep.
The true nature of Esau gonna come out.
Right.
Yeah, that
right.
movie was really
Yeah.
for you
I
Edomites.
don't know. He like
the
that.
prophets, yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's right. It says,
Real demon.
verse 4, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh,
Mhm.
having form of godliness but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. You know, so ultimately you're gonna have a massive amount of millions of people in this mindset of nothing but chaos. And mentally you gotta get ready and immerse yourself in it. If you haven't seen that movie, go see that movie.
Yep.
Because
Just
it's
came
gonna
out.
put a little bit of shock in you, man. You know,
Yeah,
you're gonna see some of those scenes with
yeah.
the gunfire going off and shit like, damn, it's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be worse than that.
It'll be worse than that. That's
Yeah.
right,
It's
brother.
gonna be
Yeah.
worse, man.
And they splurge on the IMAX, man, if you can.
Pay that
Because
$17.
hey, that scene, you know, there's a scene, this Apache helicopter come in. That scene, boy, that's humbling right there, man. Esau got some shit.
Bro,
You see that big motherfucker sweeping through them buildings?
Motherfucker swung.
And that
and
motherfucking
it-
laser beam came out, like, bro, Esau got that shit. You niggas, O-Block or whatever these projects, y'all don't stand a chance, man.
Nah, man, your little RPGs ain't gonna work, man. Hey, it looked just like the Israel-Hamas war over
Yeah.
there. They showed the rockets and shit going across the sky, man.
Yeah,
You know?
Hey, Jake gonna be really mowed down in that day, man.
yeah,
Y'all
absolutely.
gonna be done away with quick. Real quick.
But that's why you ain't really see niggas around. They were dead.
Right.
yeah. I got Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence,
Look up Ravish.
and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Verse 2 says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor.
Hey, what that motherfucker said? He said, "What kind of American are you?"
Yep.
Yeah,
Hey, I ain't gonna spoil. Hey,
yeah, because Americans don't have any fucking thing in common, man. Besides English and geography, I always say that y'all have nothing in common.
Smell the
Even
butt.
so-called white people diversifying cultures. You know, you go to Jersey, it's the Italians against the Irish, man.
Yep.
You know, because they all got their beliefs. It's Islam versus Catholicism. It's red team versus blue team.
Yep.
You know, it's pro Maxine and not. You know, everything is there's a division, man. There's no camaraderie here, and all it takes is a little bit of a food scare to send you people off into a civil war, man.
Well, what does Matthew 12? What is it, 12 and 25? When Yahweh Shai say, if a kingdom is divided against itself, how can it stand? That it was clearly America's divided because right now, even though it's all fun and games at the top, it's all a show, a stage, but you got people that's really on the edge about this election, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because you really got hardcore Democrats, you got hardcore Republicans out here. And they really believe that the two opposing sides are really hateful
They
to
ready
each other.
to act this shit out.
Yeah, bro, they're ready.
Esau already been thinking about this for years, to like it, bro.
Yeah, and they've been saying it, bro. Everybody keeps saying it. Look, if Donald Trump don't win this election, or they don't do something to kick something off, to suspend it or whatever,
Yeah.
it's a good fact that this can really happen this year, bro.
Right.
It's
Right.
very
Lord's will.
plausible. Lord's will, yeah.
It is because the thing that compounds on top of that is Joe Biden really can't win the election because he's supporting these small hats, and it's really hurting them. If you look at the poll, they're really worried, bro. They might just try to take this shit from Donald Trump by force.
Yeah.
Because this idea what they doing over there is so unpopular, man. Even teenagers are getting into it, man. They having to sell TikTok because the information war is lost.
Yep.
So they gonna do something drastic to try to maintain
Some type of
their
control.
power. Yeah.
Some type of government, some type of continuity of government.
Lord's will, bro.
Isaiah 19 and 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. So yeah, the Lord is causing a lot of division, not just amongst people with, the different ideologies, but actual families, man. You know, it's gonna be cousins killing cousins,
Yeah.
mothers killing brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
family members coming against each other. That's what I'm trying to say, man.
Yeah.
So really, that's why we, mention the importance of brotherhood, man. Because a lot of you people, you have nobody to trust, man.
Yeah.
Some of you people can't even trust your own kids.
Yeah.
But it say,
Right,
and the
bro.
spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols. Right, niggas gonna be praying to Jesus in this time.
Right.
You think calling on Jesus was gonna save anybody during the movie we just saw?
Hell
He
no.
You
wasn't.
gonna die, nigga.
Yeah. Hey, Jesus wasn't saving nobody. Jesus wasn't there.
Right.
Verse 3, Isaiah 19 and 3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits, and to
Mhm.
the wizards.
Yeah, yeah. Why would people be seeking to these gods, these so-called supernatural powers? Because it's gonna be a time of great distress, man. You're not gonna have a bitch in a boutique store just chilling. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah, this place, it's gonna be widespread panic, man. You know, if you don't have the spirit of the Lord on you in that day, man, you gonna be out of there. You gonna be through.
Yep. Hey, well, this is a precept, 2 Edges 2:27. No, that's actually the spirit. It says, "Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, it says, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou should be merry and have
Mhm.
abundance," man. So we gonna be okay, man. But you can't help but to say that watching shit like that, your flesh gets sometimes the better. You start thinking like, damn, what if we get got? But you gotta rebuke that shit, man. Because those are demons, the anxiety. And we just read that we gonna be okay, man.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
you still had, and they said the people of Missouri was acting like the shit didn't happen. I took that as double. I took that as twofold, you know, because these people here are very docile, but this is a red state and they're very Confederate here. Okay, they don't like Jake at all, and they don't like Democrats.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
again, you know, we the prophets, hey, we gonna breeze, we gonna ease through it through the spirit, man, because the
Yeah.
Lord is gonna set us apart from this shit.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna be sitting, we ain't gonna be the press crew. We the press behind the scenes, goddammit. We
Right.
reporting on it before it happened.
Right. Right.
Telling you before
We ain't gonna be there with no cameras. And that's a fucking liability, man. I don't want, if I'm fighting a civil war, I don't want no fucking press behind me if I'm trying to take this motherfucker, man. If I
Right,
want to
right.
take this city, I don't need no liabilities around me.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
women ain't gonna be that bold.
Hell no.
You women,
Hollywood,
that's
bro.
that Hollywood bullshit. They put that in there because
Yeah.
it's women are very dramatic,
It's a
man.
gender.
Yeah, it's a female-led
Yeah, man.
society, really. So they pushing that bullshit.
Yeah,
you
push
know?
the fucking one. Here you got people getting blew up with mortar shells and getting
Yeah.
disintegrated, heads blown off, and these. You're right, man.
Yeah, a lot of that's a setup too for you women that get took in that day, man. Because you know these Edomites, they got plans for you as well. You know they want to have their way.
Yeah.
They're boosting your head up to think you're gonna do something at that time. You get
Yeah.
all proud and shit like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of y'all just gonna get snatched up, and they're gonna just have you in droves and numbers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can round it up.
Right. There's more on that, ain't it?
Yeah, kind. I'm gonna drop down to verse 14.
Yeah, kind.
This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof.
Now,
Yeah.
be technically clear, the movie was centered around journalism in a way, but they didn't really tell you why it happened the way it happened.
How
But
it got
we,
that bad.
yeah, they never said it. They never told you the
Yeah,
part on that.
yeah.
But we know why it's happening because people are fucking fed up, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They did kind of drop a little clue that the
Yeah.
president, he was there for his third term.
Yeah.
Now, if you notice, in America, you know, a president only supposed to have two terms max.
Yep.
So it was some shit going down.
He was
You
in
know?
there under executive emergency orders because the Civil War kicked off.
Right,
They was
right.
probably trying to get rid of his ass.
Yeah, and that's enough to, man, if they tried that shit.
That's why I say Biden may
You-
get third term.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read it again. Isaiah 19:14. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof,
That's great.
and they have
They got a
caused
third
Egypt
term,
to
bro.
err in every work thereof,
Like, this nigga gotta
as
go.
a drunken man staggered in
I'm
his
taking
vomit.
it.
Right. When somebody is drunk, they don't really have any control of they rational thinking, man. They
hmm
just do stupid shit.
Yeah.
And that's what this devil is doing on his way to destruction. He
Right.
making all the wrong moves, man.
Right.
Scripture
right.
say he gonna have Egypt to err in every work. That's why when you see these like U.S. military training, they be crashing helicopters.
Yeah.
There be 8 random Edomites dying in the middle of the fucking woods somewhere.
Yeah.
Because the Lord just having them to fail in everything.
Yeah. Well,
But it said a little bit more. It say Isaiah 19:15 said, "Neither shall there be any work for Egypt,
Mhm.
which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
Mhm.
In that day shall Egypt be like unto women,
Mhm.
and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts, which he
Yeah.
shaketh over it."
Yeah, that was the
Said
Lord.
Egypt like unto women.
Yeah.
It's lucky, you know. That's that spirit. They
Yeah.
pushing that shit in the movie.
Mhm.
That feminine spirit to get them shook and scared. Men don't want to fight. You know.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, man, because men were like, it was a slide, it was some folly going on in there. We just say it that
Yeah,
way, you know,
yeah.
and shit got real quick. But, you know, the Lord is pouring out. That was Yahweh Shem Yahushua is doing, and he's warning us and letting us know that this is going to be a reality, brothers. Like, shit is not going to be normal.
Right.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? We're literally a half of an event for all hell breaking loose, bro. All
Yeah,
hell can
yeah.
break loose tonight.
It's here,
Yeah.
bro.
Yes, here.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. This shit could pop up any moment, man.
Yeah.
And this election cycle shit, man.
Bro, like
Can't put nothing past this devil, bro.
yeah, what you got, brother?
That shit really gonna bring in the MOTB too quick.
Yeah.
Shit pop off like that because they're gonna have to keep track of these people and say we need to identify this person, and we establish these checkpoints.
Yeah.
So that's when that Revelation 13 and 16 is gonna come full force as far as them making it mandatory and putting a gun to your head to take it. Because how are they gonna keep track of these motherfuckers that's against the government, whatever is going
Yeah.
on?
Order,
It's hard to distinguish.
They gotta
Right,
be able.
right.
They gotta be able to track people, identify who's gonna be doing this, who's doing that.
Yep.
You know, if you don't have, if you refuse to take it, that means you're not with the shits.
Mhm.
So,
Yep.
dead to you basically.
Yeah, bring it out, brother.
This is
that's
Isaiah
something.
chapter 47, starting at verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Man, you better believe that people in other countries are watching it like, wow, this is unbelievable. We never thought that would happen to Americans. But when you look at the way that the people live their lifestyle, I mean, I'm surprised it hadn't happened yet. Like, I mean, you people are taxed to death. Okay, you work fucking 90 hours a week.
Yeah.
Women are out of order. The food
Yeah.
is poison. It's to the point, man, that
Yeah.
people are just dropping dead from eating now, man. So I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, y'all way overdue for it. So this shit should have broke off 30 years ago,
Right.
man.
And
Right.
there's gonna be a lot of these effeminate ass men out here.
Yeah.
A lot of these sugar boys. This how y'all about to get mowed down, man.
Right, right.
Imagine you in a situation like that in fucking Washington D.C. You got a transformer holding a gun next to you.
Yeah, yeah.
This place is through, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about Shimmy Shah about to turn this bitch up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, brother, you just read it, man. Like that's that perverse spirit mingled
Yeah.
that they aired in
Yeah.
every work, man. Because
Yeah.
why would you run up inflation on your own people to cause them to riot? You know, why would you have everything cost them? Why would you poison everybody to the point to where everybody's obese? You know, they need supplements, you know, to live. You know, that housing is unaffordable. He's basically mismanaged his own people, man, to the point to where they wound tight, man.
And guess what? He's doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
He want these people to do that, man, so he can have a reason to bring in a stronger force, man.
Right.
Because what they didn't show you in there, it was the foreign military, man.
Mhm.
And that was just the calm before the storm. I mean, that was going down with like when the foreign troops coming, they already here.
Yeah.
They gonna exercise because I can see a civil war breaking off, and they may tame it after a couple weeks or months, whatever. But when hell breaks loose, when them foreign troops get activated, them FEMA troops, that's when the game's gonna stop playing. Because
Yeah.
even them motherfuckers that took the throne, they gonna have to go at it against these UN troops, and these UN troops ain't gonna play, man.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing they don't tell you is the Most High is going to be at work too, man. It ain't just going to be military plagues. It's going to be apparitions out here. It's going to be shit fucking people up, man.
Well, what's
You know?
that scripture when it said that the Most High have a sword and it's glittered and it's furbished? I think it's in Ezekiel.
Yeah, Isaiah 34.
You got more of yours?
Yeah, I'm going to go a little bit more. This is verse 5. It says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms. All right. It says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and give them into thine hand. And on that first point, they mentioned in this movie about how Germany was supposed to come to the aid of the United States.
Yep.
But they said if DC falls, they're going to turn on each other.
Totally, yeah.
You know, that's a spiritual thing, man.
Yep.
Because these Edomites across Europe, NATO, they don't have any real allegiance to each other, man. You know, once bodies start falling, Germany's gonna flip on France. France is gonna flip on the UK, etc., man. You know,
Yep.
What's that part where it says I was wroth with my people one more time?
it says verse 6, I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand, thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
Yeah, so this is how you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans come into the play, man.
Yeah.
This is how you end up in a fucking war zone in America, man. At the end of the day, America's being destroyed because of the wickedness that they showed to the children of Israel.
Right.
Even though the Lord set it up for this place to be like a fucking slaughterhouse for us,
Threshing floor.
Esau went too far. Now he's got to be killed and destroyed here, man.
Yeah.
So that's why he said, I was wroth with my people. Now I put them into the hands of the heathen, man.
Yeah.
Lord about to take us out of the hands of the heathen and fucking
Mhm.
slaughter you people with it.
Yeah.
That's that Jeremiah 50, man, when the Lord said that he basically had these nations going to war for our sake, man, for he gonna plead for his people, Israel, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, man,
Israel
like
too.
we ain't gotta do a damn thing. The Lord ain't fighting for us. All this getting ready to happen, that ain't got nothing to do with us, man. You're gonna have opposing forces that's gonna come up against us, but the Lord already got that taken care of. Like, man, don't even worry about that. I got that.
Yeah.
And y'all good. Y'all gonna be out the way. And, you know, I'm gonna throw y'all bones here and
Sit
there.
back and watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw your bone here. You know, do what y'all got to do. But at the end of the day, we ain't gonna be out here fighting no fucking civil war.
Nah.
Fuck I look like, man. I ain't Bane in this bitch.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. That little chapter's good. You want to keep going?
You can
Yeah,
go a
look.
little bit more, man. A little bit more, cause I got something.
I'm gonna go down to verse 12. It says, verse 12, stand now with thine enchantments
Mm-hmm.
and with the multitude of thy sorceries,
Mhm.
wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Witchcraft, man. The presidential election is witchcraft. The president is a witchcraft. The White
Mhm.
House, that's all. That's
Yeah.
a witch code.
All of democracy everywhere is witchcraft, man. The
Yes, sir.
U.S. dollar, that's witchcraft,
It's a
man.
talisman.
You know, the U.S. tax code. Why is it 30,000? Because it's fucking witchcraft, man.
Yeah.
30,000 pages for a goddamn tax, man. Everything here is designed to confuse the shit out of you, and before you know it, you figured it out. Your ass broke, man.
Even the
You're
signs of
spoiled.
the heavens, though. It's like,
Yeah,
even,
you got it,
even
bro.
the signs of the heaven, that's witchcraft too, man. Because just as
Yep.
you niggas was out there putting fucking eclipse glasses on, Esau was probably doing all type of rituals, man, while
Oh,
that shit
yeah,
was going
yeah.
down.
Well, they said that people that looked at that eclipse and brothers looked at it. I looked at it, shit. You know, I mean, I seen it in my living room, but I mean, it wasn't that bad out here. But they was like anybody that probably looked at it that took the icky vicky, motherfuckers have a heart. Hey, y'all, motherfuckers got sick, bro.
Yeah,
Y'all,
yeah.
motherfuckers got sick, and they said that people that look at it, you may have a heart attack, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, women, and it was a lot of dumb fucking women, man. A lot of them women, I'm sick, I'm sick,
Yeah,
I'm
right,
sick.
right.
And you see the bitch crashed out and killed the family and then killed herself.
Yeah,
Right,
man,
right.
It's a shift going on, and this where we lead it to, man. That's civil war.
Yep.
Yeah.
And come on, man, bring the Civil War, man. I'm ready to
Right.
see people get jacked up out there, man.
Man, bro. Absolutely.
God, man, it was very eerie watching that movie as living in DC for some years, man, just to see all those different areas, because you could feel the energy of witchcraft in that fucking
Oh
city.
man, you know DC that's gotta be set on
It's
fire, bro.
wicked.
DC gonna get took, bro. They
gotta
gonna
be
take
set
that,
on fire.
but that's the capital of Babylon, bro. And really,
Yeah.
honestly speaking, I think that's what they call part of British Columbia. So it's like its own separate entity, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That Canada,
It's his own
you know,
city
his own
state,
city
yeah.
state, so to speak. That's part of the when it tells you in Revelation the three frogs, the trilateral, they call it a trilateral city.
Yeah.
That's basically the militia facets of Esau's power structure, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, because the Vatican is a city state too.
yep, Vatican, and then in the UK,
Yeah,
London.
Yep.
You know, that's the financial capital of Esau's power. You gotta have the spirituality, and you gotta have the military to protect the wealth, which is the UK. You know.
Mhm. That's right, man. It says, stand now with thine enchantments with the multitude and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit.
Yeah, and this place was founded by war and hatred and destruction, man.
That's right.
And that's how it's gonna end, man.
Mhm.
Because the scriptures say, "Thus with violence shall Babylon be thrown down," man. Because it was created by violence.
That's right. That's that balance too, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know this city, this country that you call it, with its corporation, it never was God fearing. Like they say, oh, America was founded on Christian principles. You're right. It was founded on Christian principles. Witchcraft, man. Because
Yeah.
Christianity is witchcraft.
Yeah, but there's always been a hypocrisy in that too. Because those same founding fathers, they signed something called the separation of church and state. You know, so really witchcraft. Really religion, Christianity, was just a control mechanism, man.
Yeah.
They never was gonna let themselves be governed by the Bible. They not gonna let themselves be governed by the Holy Scriptures, man.
Well, no, that's why, like your founding forefathers, they was basically Freemasons. And when you look at their
Right,
Constitution and their preamble and all that other bullshit, the Constitution is basically a watered down carbon copy of the law, statutes, and commandments, man, in a roundabout way. Because you know it deals with sovereignty. basically the Constitution is really for sovereign people. It was really
Yeah.
written for rich Edomites that had slaves.
Created
Right,
by
It
the
was
devil
never
for
created
the
for
devil.
us, yeah.
Right.
So you jakes out there that try to say, oh, I know my right. Look, nigga, you ain't got no rights, man. And Esau getting ready to show you that.
Right,
Hey,
right,
hey,
right.
hey, it wasn't a lot of jakes in that movie, man.
Yeah.
You niggas
No,
were dead, bro.
It wasn't. Yeah, them niggas was out of there.
Yeah.
It was
All
not a
the
lot
jakes
of,
that were shown got killed.
yeah, a lot of Negroid males dropping.
You know it.
You got more out?
Yeah, a little bit more. It says, if so thou mayest be able to prevail. Verse 13, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. You got a lot of smart and wise guys talking about certain times with the eclipse coming up. You know what I'm saying? Thinking they can read the tea leaves, so to speak. All right, they're gonna go back and look up to see if Mercury's in retrograde,
Yeah.
and what phase of the moon it is to try to tell them what's going on. You're not gonna have any answers, man.
That's what it is. Mercury in retrograde. I was at work the other day and I was saying I'm tired, and the Momo, the nigga with the do-rag,
Yeah.
so he said, oh, it's Mercury in retrograde. I said, so is that why I'm sleepy? Oh yeah. I wanted to punch the nigga in his lip.
Yeah, see niggas like that, bro. Like that shit ain't gonna exist, man. You either gonna have real men or a dead body.
Yeah.
That's the times that we're going into, man. When it says flesh can be poured out as dung, it's
Yeah.
dead. The scriptures mean that, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bros'
yeah.
bodies every fucking
Hey
where in
man,
the movie,
somebody
man.
get second address 15 on deck. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, bro, that ain't come out. We going off.
Huh. I
Yeah, brothers got. I mean, they got on
I
the
can
comment
rap.
board, but
Oh,
yeah, we
you know
can.
that.
Yeah,
You got one, y'all.
So you go ahead.
I got something real quick.
Yeah, you
This is
got
the book of Ezekiel 7, and I'm gonna start at verses. Let's start at verses, because this is gonna lead to famine and stuff too. And it says here, 15. It says the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within, and he that is in the field should die with the sword. Okay, and what they showed you in that movie was the sword, because hey, they took that shit to the country.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
The countryside out there, motherfuckers was getting got.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And the field represents the world. You know what I'm saying? Like the outside of the city, so to speak. And it says to die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence should devour him. So like once all the fighting subsides, famine is gonna kick in. You know, and they showed you that the military pretty much you had to get in, and they showed you martial law in that movie. Basically, it was
Yeah.
basically martial law.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had snipers on the roof. If you want to go to this city, they gotta say this and that. You want to go to this camp, they gotta,
Right.
they showed the FEMA camp in there in a roundabout way.
Yeah. It
You
was
know?
to the point they was surprised to see a regular looking town.
Bro, they
Yeah,
said,
time.
dude
That
said
regular.
it.
That's right.
He said, man, I feel like we went back into a time warp.
Yeah, kind.
But it was all too good to be true because they was under occupancy. You had private militias, civilian militias, motherfuckers on the roof with a sniper.
And you know what? That represent the spirit of slumber that how about Shemal Shah got over a lot of these people, man.
Mhm.
They gonna recognize the world is bad, but they gonna try to tune it out, but they gonna be destroyed anyway, man.
Yeah.
Yep. And it reads here, and it says, but they that escape of them should escape and should be on the mountains like doves of the valleys, all of them mourning everyone for his iniquity. And all hands should be feeble, and all knees should be weak as water. And they shall also gird upon themselves sackcloth, and horror shall cover them. And shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all heads, which represents mourning, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You got a lot of that, man. These people were weeping, man.
Yeah. hey, old girl, bro, she had a PTSD moment. She just broke down eventually, man.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. She thought she was ready,
Yeah.
but it got a little bit too real for her ass. She kind of
Bro.
froze up in battle and
It
shit.
got
Yeah.
too real, bro. It
Yeah.
was too close for comfort.
God,
I mean,
man.
they was in the thick of that shit,
Bro,
Yeah.
bro. Hey, them press, cause like a lot of that shit be propaganda. Like a lot
Yeah.
of it be prop stages. A lot of it don't be
Yeah.
real, man.
Yeah.
They showed you that when the whole October 7th incident kicked off. And they showed you that they was moving props and bodies, motherfuckers
Yeah.
unzipping body bags and walking over in the news saying, okay, But in some cases though, you do have real footages of people being put to death, man. And you gotta have a strong spirit
Yeah.
to be out there with no weapons and just taking pictures. You could become a casualty, man.
Isaiah
Right.
33:6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because bullets were flying, bro. If you,
Right.
hey, the bullet don't discriminate. You in the way, you
Hell
gonna get
yeah,
your
yeah,
ass
yeah.
hit.
That's how that old nigga got popped.
Yeah, but it's almost spiritual how they filmed the movie because the characters they basically were like protected
Yeah.
by and large.
Yeah.
You know, they was walking out there in front of fire and like all kind of crazy shit, man. He really should have got clipped.
Yeah, the military was even nice with them. Stay here, don't move. I'm like, man, please, bro. I don't want that shit around. Hey,
Right. And that day you ain't gonna have none of that shit because that's
Mhm.
ultimately that's gonna be the division of people in that time, man. Because you got people that's hold on to society, hold on to their jobs, and foresee it going back to normal. So they were doing all this shit for their careers.
Yep.
Trying to capture the footage, all this shit. But meanwhile, you got these people dying in front of you, can't step in and
Yeah.
help nobody else.
Yeah.
But yet you trying to hold on to this fucking job. How you know you about to get paid for this shit?
Right.
Everything's collapsed, man.
Right, brother, and that's the spirit you said that because it ain't coming back after this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's that pride of Esau.
Yeah.
Right.
He thinks that, okay, once the smoke clears, we gonna
Yeah.
rebuild. No, the Most High told you, Malachi, you should build, but I would throw down.
That's
Right. Right.
That's right.
Right, that's right. So when you have the people that realize that, hey, look, there's no point in me fucking doing this damn military position. There's no point in me doing this. I'm not about to get paid for this shit. The society's collapsed.
There's no more glory.
That's when they're gonna join the dark side. Just fucking
Mhm.
join the fucking people that's just killing unmercifully, man.
Well, the brother just read in Isaiah 47, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. That
Yeah.
dust is confusion, man.
Oh yeah.
Because there's going to be none but confusion in that day.
Yeah. That was the real dust right there. They didn't know
Bro.
what was going on.
Bro, that shit, bro.
Yeah, they walk up to a gas station like, can we stop here? You know, like everywhere they go, it's like,
And bro, it wasn't no weed. They was using high power rifles.
yeah,
Right.
Shit,
yeah,
you saw
yeah.
motherfucking shit get knocked off.
Yeah, you gotta get that surround sound. You feel that shit in your chest.
I'm like,
Right,
God
yeah.
damn, bro.
You got more. You got so much.
I got Isaiah 13, but you got precept.
But I got a second. There's 15. If y'all want to go into that. If y'all bring it
Bring that out, and then we going to cap it on that.
This is the book of Isaiah 13:16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
yeah,
You know, so that's the real nitty gritty dark part that people don't want to show in movies, but that's reality. What's going to happen?
Sir.
Mhm.
You're going to see a ton, millions of children's bodies.
Yeah.
You're going to hear of millions of screams of women getting ravished, left and
Mhm.
right, man.
Mhm.
Think of all these militia groups with men.
Mhm.
And they've been walking through society how many years, and everything's been overly sexualized for how many times, and they're not
Oh,
getting,
yeah, yeah,
getting
brother.
fulfilled, you know,
Yeah,
and people are
brother.
addicted to sex. When they see
Right.
these women, and there's nobody there to stop them from their urges, that's it for them. They're just gonna take it left and right, man.
Mhm.
Well, they subliminally showed that twice, a few times in that movie. You remember when they got to the town with the gases, and we ain't gonna spoil it, but when basically she dipped and the motherfucker had the gun, you know, you really
Yeah.
thought he was from real life. He was really gonna
Right.
take her.
That's really what should have
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, he's gonna take her. Even when they showed when the military grabbed motherfuckers up and shit, and they was part of it, and they was like she was all compliant because she already knew what it was.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how you women gonna be in that day. When martial law kick down your door, you gonna comply. Okay, you gonna comply. I don't give a damn how tough you think. See, it's easy to say it now,
Right,
Because
right.
ain't nothing happening. But when motherfucker got a goddamn M16 to your head with some thick shit that can take your head off,
Oh yeah.
you gonna comply. And this is why, brothers, we push. You cannot give a fuck about your life, bro.
Yeah.
You cannot give a fuck. When you care too much about your life, then you're afraid to lose it.
Right.
You can't be afraid to lose your life, man. And the Lord is gonna put all of us through that test so we can get that fear. Because let's be real with you. Everybody in the truth at this point, I ain't gonna say everybody in the truth, but most people in the truth right now, they still have a residual fear of dying in the flesh.
Yeah.
But spiritually, you really ready, man.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is gonna put a spirit on you to endure that.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
Because hey, there will be martyrs. Brothers will get caught up, doors will be kicked in, guns will be pointed in your family's face, your kids' face.
Mhm.
And some of us, we will lose our families right in front of us.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to deal with that, man. So Jake, get serious, man.
Yeah.
All right? Like you other camps, hey, y'all gonna get took.
Yeah.
We ain't
yeah.
talking to y'all at the point. We talking to people. We're trying to tune our followers up, man.
Right.
Right.
Tune them up, man.
Hey, but
Right.
this is all for a greater glory at the end, man.
Yeah.
Thing about it, because as much as hell and destruction that we just seen in that movie, it's got to happen so we could live like in eternal peace, man.
Yeah.
All this hell and destruction has to come to clear the way for us to live in peace forever, man.
Well, the scripture said the righteous must suffer straits in order to get to the broad.
Yep.
Mhm.
Confirming the souls of disciples through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of the Most High, man.
Yep.
Mhm.
God.
The scripture referred to this time that we about to experience as worse than any other time throughout biblical history.
Yep.
Think of all the horrors that has happened, even the judgments of the Lord, the flood, people drowning to death, billions, maybe trillions of people at that time. This time period we about to experience is going to be worse than all of that combined, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, we were mentioning the horrors of these things, but when you really think about it, let it sink in, you're gonna have to just, you're gonna have to have a very, very strong spirit to deal with what you're about to see and what you're about to witness, man. And you're gonna have to have divine intervention.
Tap in and embrace.
Yeah.
Hold on. Bring
right,
that out, man. Hey, give me the biblical shot. Give me Isaiah 40 and 20. No. Isaiah 59 and 17. We'll bring that.
Genesis 15.
Yeah, 2nd Ezra 15. Yo. Start at verse 14. No, 17. Slack here.
It's the 2nd Ezra chapter 15. And
No, start at 14.
14.
Yep.
It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh."
Right, it says, woe to the world now. Not only are migrants invading America's borders, you got migrants invading all your European nations, man. So-called European nations. It ain't just here. UK, Switzerland, bro, everybody's complaining that they having these migrants. And what makes me think these are military men. Because not only are you going to have civil war here, you're going to have civil war break off in other countries, man.
Yeah. Yep.
You know?
Absolutely. It says, "And one people shall stand up and fight against another,
Mm-hmm.
and swords in their hands."
Mm-hmm. And swords represents guns, bows, bricks, bar. Hey, they show motherfucker getting their shit cracked with a brick. Really.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, we ain't gonna spoil it for y'all, but hey, the first scene, bro, like that shit was kind of brutal.
Yeah.
They was out there getting it in, bro. That shit was brutal, bro. That shit came up out of nowhere.
Yep.
And we ain't gonna tell you, but
Yeah.
it was like, whoa.
Yep.
You got, and y'all brothers got to go see it in IMAX, man. Y'all see it in regular theater, like
Yeah. Dolby probably cool too.
Dolby is. Oh yeah, Dolby, because IMAX, it felt like Dolby low key.
Yeah.
But like we like movie buffs in this camp, so like we see big movies, we go see it on the biggest screen. So you know, if you brothers can go see it on the big screen, go and check it out, man. And it's spiritual, man. You know, it ain't like The Purge. Like The Purge is really theatrics and all that shit. Though that will happen, but this really puts you in a state of realism, man.
Okay.
It was like really realistic when you think about it, because I mean, from the pitches to the music to sometimes it wasn't no dialogue, no music.
Yeah. Hey, and one quote from that movie, you know, the dude in the car told the girl, sometimes you gotta get sleep whenever you can, because it's so action packed, so much shit going on. At times it's gonna be hard to sleep, man, because you gonna have to see so much shit, man.
He told them what would go down when they went there. The old man, he was putting them on game, bro.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
gotta keep your sound mind at all times, man. No matter how intense this shit get, always hold on to the names of the Lord, man. It's how you get through this shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
right, man. I had a quick definition. This is a definition for a military coup. If you brothers ever heard of it, basically it's when a military government makes a chess move. They put somebody in another country and cause an uproar, a riot to overthrow that person that's in charge of that nation. The U.S. military has done this in over 11 different countries.
Haiti, motherfucking Haiti, fucking Syria, goddamn Venezuela,
Yeah.
fucking bro.
Nicaragua, Iran, Afghanistan. They get all over the place.
That's how they set up central banks, brother.
That's right. So they're going to be doing it to America, man. And when you try to set up a coup, what you do is you can cause a civil war.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not far-fetched that this is getting ready to happen very soon.
Yeah.
When you piece the puzzle together, all these fucking foreign migrants and shit here, they're here to establish a coup, man. To overthrow a certain military leader position. And this is going to cause, they're just going to add gasoline to the fire. If there's already a set of Americans that's against another set of Americans, they're going to set a gas to the fire to overthrow that nation, to weaken it, so they can go in and invade and attack and take over. The U.S. military has done it, so it's going to be done unto them.
Yeah.
Sir.
That's right, man.
Well,
Keep going on. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power."
Hey, they didn't regard a motherfucker. They didn't give a
Nobody,
fuck, bro. They
man.
like, man, they was putting your ass down. Like, they didn't
Yeah,
give a
he wasn't
fuck,
taking
bro.
no prisoners.
Yeah, and you wasn't catching one. You was catching a couple of them shits, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
Boo, boo, boo. You know?
And one thing in this movie, it don't really show like the lack of resources like that though, man.
Yeah.
Nice people, they just think food come readily available. It's not like that, man.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you just go to the nearest fucking FEMA shelter and get a meal, and then you back into action. Nah, it's gonna be way harder. So some people that don't even get shot, that just die of famine, man.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Starvation.
Yeah.
sir.
A lot of John Bones Jones out there.
Con.
Real scaring people. Real scary,
Right.
scary as shit, man.
But that's the thing. See, but it's gonna be such a controlled dynamic. This is why the scriptures say that he that is in the city should die of hunger, because
Yeah.
the military is gonna be rationing off, bro. Like you
Yeah.
gonna have,
Yeah.
like you gonna have fucking militias out here.
Yep.
You're gonna have cops that's gonna succeed inside with militias, fire department. People gonna form their own little coups and their own little cliques, man.
Clicks, yeah, the
It's
niggas.
gonna be like fighting among fighting, and then you gonna have the military that's gonna just they catch you, they giving you lead, man.
Yeah.
And if you want to go across, if you want to go to North Kansas City, and it's my personal opinion, I believe they're gonna blow them bridges to south of North Kansas City, bro.
Yeah. He
If
gonna
you
side
on the
that
north
shit
side,
off.
yeah,
They cutting it off.
yeah, because in order for you to get to South KC, you have to cross the Missouri.
Bridge, both
No
of them.
matter what way you go, if you go all the way east to 291, you still got to cross a bridge,
That's right, bro.
unless you gonna jump across a river. You
Yeah,
know, but
yeah.
they gonna blow them
That's
bridges,
my
man.
choice.
Yeah.
All the big bridges gonna be blown. That's what they did over there in Baltimore. They left the little tiny one there intact. Why? Because it's more controlled.
Yeah, for
Funnel
now.
people in there.
Yeah.
If you got it too big, just too wide, too big, it's a chance somebody going by or sneaking past, going underneath or whatever. Ain't gonna have all that, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
You got more?
Okay. It says, verse 17, and a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yep.
That's what we talking about. Cutting off access points, man. Making it hard for people.
Yep. Highways were
Yep.
strategically designed. Highways just wasn't made by coincidence. Highways were really created for two purposes: for commercial use and military use.
Yeah,
They
that's
showed
what
them cars was all abandoned on the highway in that movie and all that, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
that
wasn't
was
even like
crazy.
on no straight road at time. You just had to get through a lot of
Yeah.
whoosh.
Yeah.
Man.
Like,
Whew.
hey, matter of fact, what movie was? I think it was the movie that just came out on Netflix called.
Road behind.
Then they showed they showed the highway with
Yeah,
the Teslas and
all,
shit.
all highways is
yeah.
blocked
Yeah.
off. Too many
Yeah.
vehicles.
And what make
Yep.
y'all think it ain't gonna be
Make
like
that
that?
shit
Because
hard,
when
bro.
look, and this is how stupid. See, people they don't have urgency. So what happens is when all hell break loose, everybody's gonna be trying to get out the city at once, and people gonna be fighting, gonna get out the vehicles. They're gonna start killing each other.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Military, you can't come over here unless you have the proper credentials. That's gonna kick off some shit, and before you know it, and Esau will drop drone strikes on his own people.
Yeah, of
Esau
course.
was gonna blow bridges. Them planes gonna fly through
Yeah,
the city,
yeah.
and they
He
gonna
don't
blow
give a
them bridges while you niggas trying to get out the city, man.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck, bro.
Hey, they said would he justify dropping drones?
Yeah.
Bro, Biden will order the Esau will order a nuclear strike on a fucking neighborhood and don't give
Yeah.
a shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just getting to that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that's
getting to that.
that's what gives the movie so much realism, because this is a real fathomable thing for most people when they watch it.
Mm-hmm.
It's fathomable for them to see the president, giving surrender orders,
Right.
because that's how divided everything is, man.
Yeah.
And everybody in the movie theater that was watching, you knew the spirit on them. They was really like, because they know in their spirit, they feel like that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. We was kind of looking at it like excited.
I just wanted
type,
Keisha
but-
to get killed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Keisha
yeah.
was getting killed,
Yeah.
but you can tell them Edomites in there. You can sense some fear in their heart, man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
There
yeah.
was some bitch over there squirming and shit because of the fucking gunfight. You was like, you people
Like,
ain't
bitch,
ready.
you know it's
Wait,
coming,
wait,
man.
Hey, I was
Might
embracing
not know.
I was embracing that shit.
Yeah,
Bro, I like
we was getting into that
I'm
shit,
like,
man.
shit.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, you fucking people is weak-minded, man.
Yeah.
That's why you're gonna die in the millions, man.
That's right. And that's good, because you women are proud as hell, man.
Yeah.
Y'all have no idea what it's like to suffer or what to stare death in the face, man.
That's
right.
You have no idea how comfortable you are, man.
This shit get real, man.
And you're proud as hell, man. And that's the spirit, because the Lord kept a proud spirit. In the movie, they still had a proud spirit on them, man.
Mhm.
All right, and that's gonna be true. The scripture says you're gonna have proud niggas all the way till the missiles show up, man.
That's right.
You know, so
What's
they
that
deserve
precept when
it.
they say lay low the haughty of the terrible?
Yeah,
Keep going on that,
It
brother.
says, verse 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 18. It says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, that the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." All right, you saw these men in the movie, man. They was shaking, man. All right.
Yeah, and it says here, because the pride of the city should, because everybody is fighting over entitlement and resources. Everybody is fighting because they believe in me. It's a big war. Me. Because when you look at it, like, the American people are fucking entitled, man.
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? They think that they deserve 99-cent egg price, man. You go to different countries, certain like you go down to Tibet, motherfuckers don't eat for days, man. You got it good. You paying $5 for eggs, you still fucking got it good. People ain't got that luxury. You still got clean water. You take a shower in. You still go to the gym. Look at, bro, it's still business as usual here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A lot of things are gonna change, man.
Yeah.
It says, and a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor,
Yep.
but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
And that's the main thing, that lack of resources. This is why everybody's on edge right now. Every other video you see on YouTube is somebody complaining about the inflation, man.
Yeah.
The inflation alone is gonna make, look, when they take away bread and circus and people start losing their jobs and taxes go up, people gonna lose their goddamn minds, man.
Yeah. People living in their cars, they complaining about having to work 2 jobs and they still got a DoorDash.
And you can't afford rent, bro.
Yeah.
Natural disasters, man. This place is on fucking weak legs, man. We in the fucking 12th round of the fight, and Esau is getting weak, man.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
wobbling.
Mashimi Shah coming on that comeback on your punk ass, man.
Yeah, putting hands on them.
That's right, man. Keep going.
Where you at?
Verse 20 says, Behold, saith the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east.
Let's go into World War III. We can stop it there. What you got? You got something, bro?
Nah.
Okay, yeah, you bring that out and we'll end it on that.
It's the book of Isaiah 59:17.
And Lordsville, we're gonna speak a little bit more about it at camp tomorrow, man. I know brothers went to see it tonight, but we're gonna Lordsville, we're gonna get into this division tomorrow, Lordsville.
Okay.
Without spoiling the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isaiah 59:17 says, For he put on righteousness as a breastplate and a helmet of salvation upon his head. And he put on the garments of vengeance for clothing and was clad with a...
Wait, where you reading that, brother?
Isaiah 59:17.
Start at 19.
Okay. This is verse 19. It says, So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against it.
Now, the reason why we brought out that scripture is because when you watch the movie, they basically the military is making gestures as to floods and to sweeping and things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He said flooded.
He said flooded, you know. So there's certain terms you pick up on, and the scriptures tell us that the enemy is gonna come in like a breach ready to fall, man, as a flood.
Yeah.
And when they roll on brothers,
Spirit,
and when they roll on brothers, man, the Lord's gonna raise up a standard. So you know, brothers gonna get that power. Brothers gonna have the power to disappear. Man, it's gonna be crazy. Like we don't even know how it's all. But the Lord's finna turn it into something different.
Yeah.
Like we still looking at it in a third dimensional sense, but when it really turns up, we're gonna finally have understanding as to why the Lord did what He did.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Miracles about to happen, man.
Shit, we witnessed the miracle last week. Shit, we did. You know what I'm saying? Because some folly happened. You know, some folly had happened, but same thing with D-Mash. Them niggas shot at they camp. The bullet.
Yeah. That's right, man.
Yeah,
Angels gonna be popping up.
Yeah.
See, they Esau, he can only show so much, man.
Yeah.
But the angels gonna be popping up. The chariots might start turning violent, man. What the fuck you gonna do when it's civil war with each other and then chariots show up, start blasting motherfuckers away, man?
But the funny part about it is when the civil war kick off, the chariots are gonna be there because the chariots are the ones that's working on the minds of the men.
Yeah, you gonna see it, man.
That's scripture.
Man.
Yep.
That's how you know the Lord is over
Every
us, man.
major war, you saw so-called
chariots pop
UFOs.
up, man.
Even, bro. Every time.
Yeah, and they didn't really show nighttime like out in the country areas. You just kind of like saw in the city where it was like well lit.
And the lights went off though.
Most people don't know what it's like to be outside at night with no street lights. That shit, that is
right, bro.
pitch black right there, man. All kind of spirits out there, man.
Yeah, and I was hoping they showed the blackout, man. Like if I did that movie, me personally, bro, I would have cut the power. That shit would have been brutal. It would have been like a purge on steroids, but realistic, bro. Yeah. Hey, in the kingdom, man, I'm gonna make some badass movies, brothers. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. But yeah, man, you go ahead, brother. Finish reading that and we'll end it.
God. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him.
When the enemy should come in as a flood, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai should lift up a standard against him. So you brothers out there, Got nothing to worry about, man. Lord said we gonna be married, we gonna have abundance. All that scared, timid shit, that nervousness that you have, that's Satan, bro. That's just your flesh. That's just your flesh. That's just the bitch ass nigga in you, man. Lord who said that.
Yeah, and he did it in multiple stories.
Yeah.
He tell us to gird up as motivational speeches before we go out to battle. Those things were always necessary for real mighty men back in the ancient world, because this is some real shit, but the Lord always gave us that spirit, man.
Cause Jake, you great, man. Jake, you great, man.
Yeah, that's
I
right,
don't
bro.
know about I'm great. I believe I'm great, goddammit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I believe that shit.
I believe it because the Lord said we are, man. Even though it don't feel like it, you know. I ain't in the, you know,
Man.
we in these shitty bodies, but
look,
hey,
look, what my man Mighty Murph say? He said, "Look, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm great, nigga. I'm with it. Just do
that's
it."
right, man.
Hey, because the scripture said, fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we should be rejoicing, man.
right.
Mhm.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? We should be rejoicing in how about Shemel Shai that we have the spirit on us and a chance to survive this thing because we got those holy names, man.
Yeah, because it said it be some of you that hear that should not taste death, man.
Yep.
You know, so hey, brothers, man, we gonna be all right. And even if, you know, we run into a jam, the Lord gonna, you know, He gonna take care of us, man. It ain't even gonna. The Lord gonna take the wheel, literally, because the Lord knows our humanity, man. He knows our weaknesses and shit, and He ain't gonna let us go, bro. He gonna. Scripture say He won't put nothing on you that you can't bear. So
Yeah.
just don't even think about it, man. Just you'd be surprised, man. The Lord have you in a bunker somewhere, chilling,
Yeah.
playing Call of Duty with no internet in there,
Yeah, that's where
turning
you
up.
want to be.
Hey, you chilling,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Hey, you ain't got to
For
bag
real.
nobody, then shit.
Yeah.
So be it. I'll chill in the bunker with fools shit, until the
Yeah.
missiles come.
yeah.
Shit, when the scripture say come up hither, hey, we outside. Hey, can we come?
Yeah.
We out. You know.
Conversely, too, the Lord can just give you the spirit to overcome these fears you have, man. Even if it's not comfortable, you just gonna overcome it, man. You're just gonna power through that thing. Even though you can't fathom it, it's gonna be both sides. You're gonna have comfort, and we can just gonna the thing that you're worried about in the back of your head. We all have things we're afraid of, you know. But the Lord gonna give us the spirit to overcome those things, man. Because that's not of the Most High.
Well, have y'all ever noticed that in life, brothers, if y'all have experienced like certain things that probably plagued you, but all of a sudden you just woke up one day and it didn't plague you no more. It ain't had nothing to do with you. You're just like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like certain brothers like may have been into like, you know, sexual things or, you know, particular things, and then you wake up one day and that urge is not even on you when you
Yeah, kind,
wow, it's bugging out, you know.
bro. Yeah, show you it's a demon the whole time.
It's a fucking spirit, bro. It's a spirit, man. Everything is spiritual. But yeah, y'all got something else, brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead.
One quick one.
Nah, you got it. And shalom to you, Akim out there,
Yeah.
Aquatim out there,
Shalom.
Slaki, how about
Shalom.
Shemeshah
How about
Baruch
Shemel
Thumb,
Shai Thumb to y'all, brothers.
man.
It says, Isaiah chapter 33, verse 5, the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength and salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai is his treasure. See, in a time like this, that's pretty much what you got to rely on, man. Because, you know, a lot, after watching this movie, you can see Esau about to buy more guns because he don't feel prepared. He don't feel like he ready for times like this.
He don't do
So
it.
this nigga about to go to the next
This
gun
nigga
show
already got
and
20
load
guns.
Esau is afraid, bro.
up. Yeah, he about to buy
scared.
bullets, man.
Bro,
Bullet sales about to go up this summer because niggas gonna watch this movie.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Esau got a bullet for every nigga in America, man.
Oh,
Outside of the prophet.
absolutely.
Right.
Yeah,
But
there's billions of
any
bullets.
people that pick that up, man, if you an Israelite, don't go to that, man. Go to Yahweh Shemel Shai first.
Yeah.
And he gonna show you all the ways you need to do to survive, man.
That's right.
Not just picking up a gun and relying on that, man.
Nah, man.
We speaking about spiritual powers, chariots, all these things is possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly speaking, brothers, man, I'd rather, you know, and I say it speak for all of us, man, I'd rather us not have to even deal with them fucking weapons, bro. Like,
Man.
you know, brothers in the truth may have gats and shit to protect them. It's just for the moment type thing, but you ain't gonna be dependent on no weapons like some groups we know to fight
Yeah.
yourself out of a jam. Nah, bro,
Yeah,
I
right.
want spiritual power, man.
You know, when he read it, it says,
Yeah.
the fear of the Lord will be the treasure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the real, you know, you go to a video game, you open up a treasure box, you open it for some good loot, a good gun, you know, to defend yourself or to keep winning the game. But the fear of the Lord is going to be our treasure, man. It's the ultimate Swiss Army knife to get out of any jam. You know, and these things are gonna happen divinely to us, man.
Yep.
Whether it be through an animal, whether it be through a woman, a random person, or the spirit just whisper to you, go a certain direction and you find something. That's what we on, man. You know, not a carnal path. I'm worried about these ammo, prices going up.
Fuck all
You know?
that shit, man.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Like, nah, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, people gonna be dying with guns in their hand, man.
Yeah,
Weapon,
absolutely.
man, please,
You know,
man.
a gun's only good if you got ammunition to put in it.
Right.
And ammo is gonna be extremely scarce. You're
And-
gonna find plenty of guns in that day. People dying gonna have shit like the brother said, shit's in their hand, but you're not gonna have the right round to fit in that chamber.
Yeah.
And brothers, y'all gonna eat, man. We gonna eat, brothers. Trust me. It's gonna be.
You gotta
They
let
gonna
it go.
control. Look, when the Lord said that people should die of famine and perish, that's the wicked.
It's for the
man.
wicked.
Bro.
For
There's
the
gonna be
niggas.
food out here, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Keisha.
Cause like, let's be realistically speaking, Esau is not gonna occupy every fucking. It's not. You gonna have hotels out here that ain't been touched.
Yeah. It's too much land. He took too much land in America.
Too much
Yeah,
shit
you
going
ain't
on.
got enough people to occupy it.
Right.
Too
Right.
much shit going on.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
They gonna be concentrated on the cities more, man.
You know what I'm saying? But
We gonna have that spirit to know exactly where to go, what to do.
What to do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's why fear the Lord, man. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
Hey,
on, bro.
that's the beginning of our retirement package, low key.
That's right.
That's when the famine of the word gonna happen, man.
Yep.
That's when the prophets start to begin to get their reward.
Right.
It's gonna keep getting better all the way to the chariots for the brothers who had that, allotted to them.
Come.
Cause we ain't planning on being in the fucking Washington D.C. storming that shit, trying to find the president.
Hell no.
Hey,
We chilling somewhere.
Hey, the
man.
Most High gonna nuke all that
Yeah,
bullshit.
that's what I'm saying.
man.
We wait on the
Hey,
chariot show up.
The angels gonna pull up on that. We ain't. Hey, fuck the White House. I don't ever want to step a foot in that. bitch.
Fuck all that shit.
bro. Y'all can keep that. You can paint that motherfucking black for all we give a fuck.
You gonna be pouring up every night out there.
Man,
Bro.
I'll just give me the drink and,
Yeah.
and let me chill. God damn it.
Yeah.
And give me powers to hell. Fuck.
I'll be out there rocking with the animals, man. Just chilling.
God. Y'all
Yeah,
got
that's
anything else, brothers?
Nah, that's it.
So with that, man, we gonna close out and give all praises and glory and honor. You can tell we kind of nice, man. You know, Jake, we go out, we sip a little bit, so but hey, Lord's will, man, you brothers will edify. Want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Want to give double honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, man. Hey, you brothers, y'all stay up. You few sisters, man, keep, repent, keep listening, keep submitting to your husbands, man. And you brothers out there, keep submitting to Yahweh Shai, Shai, man. Hey, let's ride this thing on home. Let's get the kingdom.
Shit.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.